Hopefully my camera works better today than normal. Cut the volume up and make sure everything is good enough where you all can hear me. Today's reading is coming from 2 Kings chapter 20, starting with verse 3. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you all. It says, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept. So that verse right there really speaks to me, because some of us are in a place right now to where we feel like we have been forgotten. We feel like everything that is going on and the pressure that is so strong in our lives, because some of us are really facing some tough situations right now. But we have to know and we have to trust that God knows what he's doing. And we have to continue to walk through the process and trust God, because he's all we got. And without leaning to him to be able to receive understanding, you're going to go crazy. You're going to lose your mind and you are going to fall into depression, which is something that the enemy is trying so hard to place in our hearts and the people of God's hearts today, so where we are paralyzed and we cannot hear from heaven, or we're paralyzed and we can't get out of bed to pray anymore. We can't get out of bed to put that time in with the Lord because of our situations going on are so heavy and are so great that we just feel like it's just too much for us to bear. We won't be able to carry on. We won't be able to hang on. We won't be able to hold on until God's arm come through. So, this is for someone who is, they are wept sore. Like Hezekiah, he was so hurt because he feels like what he is going through, which is at that time he was dealing with a sickness, an illness that was going to surely kill him. He was going to die with it. And he felt like he wasn't supposed to go through what he was going through. So he turned and he wept sorely. When I say wept sore, I mean like everything in you just feel like pain. You hate to breathe. You can't breathe. It's like something weighing down on your heart so heavy that you cannot continue on about your day. It has you paralyzed. It's like pain, a pain that only someone who is going through a lot of tough situations can understand. Before Isaiah was gone out, that the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the God of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy days 15 years, and I will deliver thee in this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city of mine own sake and for my servant David's sake. And Isaiah said, Take a lump of figs. And they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. And Hezekiah said unto Isaiah, What shall be the sign that the Lord will heal me, and that I shall go up unto the house of the Lord the third day? And Isaiah said, This sign shalt thou have of the Lord, that the Lord will do the thing that he hath spoken. Shall the shadow go forth 10 degrees, or go back 10 degrees? And Hezekiah answered, It is a light thing for the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow 10 degrees. And Isaiah the prophet cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward, by which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz. Okay, so I know right now that the pressure is thick. And I know right now you feel like you're getting ready to burst open, but I want you to know that God hears you. He hears you. He has seen your tears. He has heard your cry. You will recover. You shall be healed. I don't care how long it takes, it's not over until God says it's over. And for someone who is asking God for a sign, He wants you to know that that sign has already been given to you. And that is the day when Jesus came at his birth. When he came here, that was your sign. So don't ask him for another sign. And how you know that this is true, that you have received your sign, you simply go to Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, which says, therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. To let you know that it is kind of like you are testing the Lord when you ask for a sign. Back up. Go to continue on in chapter 7, start with verse 10. It says, moreover, the Lord spoke again unto Ahaz, saying, ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary man? But will ye weary my God also? And again, as I read before, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. So that's your sign. All you have to believe is that the healing has taken place because Jesus came here. It's done. It might not move and God's arm might not show up in the time that you are expecting it to, but stand on his word. Whatever it is that he has spoken to you, it shall come to pass. I don't care what pressure you're facing. I don't care what the people in the midst of you are saying. Hold on. Stand and wait on God. Because those who wait, and as I've said in many of my other videos, the only ones who are going to see the arm of the Lord move is the faithful. The faithful. You want to see the hand of the Lord move? Remain faithful. Get away from that doubt. Let go of the weariness. Let go of your ways to cause people to think that you are a victim. If it is too much for you to carry, if it is too much for you to hold within yourself, lift it up to God. He will surely carry it for you. He is strong enough to do more than you and I could ever ask or think. All you have to do is continue to trust him and to stand still on his word. Whatever it is he spoke to you, don't lose hope. Right now, the enemy has an assignment to attack you and to paralyze you where you will feel trapped. In Christ, you are not trapped. In Christ, there are no chains holding you. Some of us have to learn because we have freedom. It does not give you a right to feel that you can go out here and do whatever it is that you want to do because you have no chains on you. You still have to answer and pay for everything that you do in the sight of the Lord that is not of God. Just keep holding on and just keep praying and keep the faith. Keep the hope. Well, I'm not going to hold you all. You all have a blessed day.